It's OVA the creator.
What's up, y'all? This is Sherelle. You guys can go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hey guys, I'm Brit.
Hi guys, I'm Mel.
Hello, my name is AJ.
Yes, and I'm Sherelle, guys. And today we're gonna talk about PCOS. Woo! Yeah, a lot of people probably don't even know what it is. Who wants to say the full name of PCOS?
I always have trouble saying it, so whoever wants to
Right.
say it.
Oh, AJ can say it because she's the dietitian here too.
So, PCOS or PCOS, it stands for Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome. It affects 1 in 10 women,
I just seen that.
and it's like a very misunderstood hormonal disorder that affects women.
Brittany, and Mel have PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and not a lot of people even know what it is. So we felt like it's the awareness month too. So why not talk about it now? You feel me? So basically, I want to talk about our stories and just spread more awareness on PCOS, because like when we went to high school or even middle school, all we talked about in sex ed and stuff like that was, about condoms and STDs and how you can get pregnant, but like nobody really tells you about, us women, like the shit we be going through. Plus, I did hear it affects like a lot of West African women. So I'm not surprised something that, is more common in like the Black community that's not really shown light. You feel me?
Mhm.
But that's why we here. You feel? Mel, you want to talk about the symptoms? Or like what could diagnose you with it? Because you don't technically need to have cysts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, like I got diagnosed when I was 10. I had cysts. And I had to get a surgery to remove them. So that was like the first symptom. But like um, throughout the time, the symptoms got like stronger. Like I got a lot of body hair, like on my chest. I have a lot of body
So
hair.
how do you know you had cysts?
I had like
Pain?
two of them were like really big, like the shape of an orange.
Oh wow.
So it was like really bad. Like I was in pain. I didn't know where it was coming from. Like my kidneys were in pain, everything. Like, yeah. So I had to instantly get the surgery.
Oh, okay, to remove the cyst, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So like from then they always said like, oh, it's because of the weight, because I've always been overweight. So it's like, oh, as a kid they don't really think about stuff like that. And they're like, yeah, it's because of the weight, you have to reduce weight and blah blah blah. And then I think by the age of 15 or 16, that's when I started to, like I saw my symptoms. I saw the hair, like the facial hair, the acne, like the chest acne and stuff like that. And yeah, and like I don't get my periods.
Oh yeah. And the thing is, a lot of women don't get their periods.
Yeah.
But the thing is too, I did hear that they don't even really know what causes PCOS. Like it could be a bunch of things, like your environment or what you're eating or your genetics.
It could be anything. There still needs to be a lot.
Word. There needs to be a lot of more research, but they don't. I don't think they really care.
People don't even know what it is. Like when I say, yeah, I have this condition, and they're like, what?
And like honestly, like, if we didn't have it, do you think we would know?
That's the thing. I didn't even know about it until I was diagnosed, so I didn't know it was a thing.
Exactly.
My mom, my sister don't even know what it is.
Oh wow, yeah, exactly. Like I told my mom too. Like I think my cousins should get like their hormones and stuff checked. She's like, I mean, why? I'm like, what do you mean why? Because like this is very common, and like a lot of the symptoms are like you said, was weight gain, acne, hair under your skin, or like even pigmentation, just like little things like a lot of women have, or even like your period irregularity. Y'all know what I meant. But yeah, things like that. Like I didn't really know about it until, because I was a health science major. So then when I took the intro to health sciences class, we had to all do like a what's it called? We had to do like a presentation. So I had to find some articles. So I just looked online real quick and I found the PCOS one. And that's when I actually learned about it. Like one woman in our class, she did have it too. But that was like the first time. And then Brittany told me she had PCOS, and then that's when I met you. But then I was like, yeah, you know what? I might have PCOS. Because I had really bad acne in high school. Like, it was really bad. Like, I didn't know, like, where it was from. And my mom said when I was younger, my hormones were always, like, kind of imbalanced. But she didn't really do anything about it, which is strange. But we move. And then I think later, and then weight gain. Like, I could gain weight quickly, but it would be really hard for me to lose weight. Plus, this is my fault. This is all me. I love sugar and carbs. So when I was younger, I ate a lot of carbs and sugar, which is not, of course, is not good for you. So yeah, so later on, I was like, you know what? It's really hard for me to lose weight. And like, I'm doing these intense workouts and it's not working. What's happening? Then my mom suggested me to go to a weight management doctor. And then when I went there, she checked my hormones and she realized that my testosterone was a little elevated and my vitamin D, this is random, but my vitamin D is like basically non-existent. And my insulin is resistance, which is one type of PCOS. I know there's like different types, but yeah, that's the most common, I believe. So basically, my insulin resistance is because of the sugar. My sugar levels are so high, and like it's really close to like you could get diabetes, basically. So they put you on medicine that's kind of common with it's the same medicine that diabetics use, right? Yeah. But then I started going there in June, so it's definitely made a difference. But like, you wouldn't, if I didn't care to go, you know, check my hormones, I wouldn't have really. What happened?
You said you wouldn't think about it.
Yeah, you wouldn't think to go, you know. It's like those are little things. Plus, I get my period regularly. Like that, I can tell every month of the every month I know when I'll get it. Like, it's just that one is one. So I didn't really think, all right, that's a major like symptom. So maybe if you get your periods, you wouldn't, you know, have it, but you can still have it.
Yeah.
It's like when like people tell you, oh, you gotta find a good doctor. Like growing up, I was like, aren't all doctors
facts? And like, the other thing too, when people say birth control and lose just exercising works.
Yeah, like when they just say just lose some weight, like that's just not gonna help.
No, yeah, but you got your story now, man.
I've been trying to lose weight since I'm 5.
Oh.
So I've always been overweight. Like, it's not about the weight. It's really like a lot of doctors don't even really know how to diagnose it.
Go about it.
Yeah, they don't even really hear about it themselves. To be honest, like my doctor never mentioned the PCOS. She always said like, yeah, you have a high testosterone level and everything, but she never really mentioned the name of it, you know, like what it is. Until I went on Google and then I found out.
Like what happened with me too when I was 16, I just kept waking up with like intense cramping. Like I didn't know what it was. And then when I went to the doctors, they would give me like all these tests, lab work, x-rays, all this. They couldn't find anything wrong until I went to the emergency room. And that's when they diagnosed me.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
The doctors couldn't even help me when I went when I was 16. And then when I finally got it checked, they were like, so you have PCOS, but it will get worse as you get older. So I didn't get my first until I was 21. And that was when it was like really, really bad, like really bad. But from there, Cheryl told me to go to the hormone doctor and I'm finally getting it under control. So I do have like high testosterone levels too. So like I get the unwanted hair, like all that stuff. Yeah, I was just saying, I'm just glad I'm getting it under control. Cause I've been wondering like what is wrong with me? Like why the unwanted hair? Like why cramping? Like what is going on? So
my thing is like when they told you it was gonna get worse, they didn't like do anything.
No, they didn't give me any medicine. They didn't tell me to go to a doctor. They just have PCOS. It's gonna get worse as you get older. That's all I heard when I was 16. That's it. So yeah.
And all they needed to really do is just test your blood to see your hormones, and that's just get that straightened out. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, at least that's what we're here now.
Yeah.
AJ, you want to talk about any of your friends that have it by any chance?
Well, the way they found out is like they had like heavy like menstruation, like it would go on for like a month, and then that's when she knew like it was not good, that she needs to go to a doctor. And then it took like a few trips to the doctors, and then she found out like she had like PCOS.
Oh, wow.
So going back to when I say like finding a good doctor is like really important.
It's important.
She found out that she had it.
What kind of? Do you know what kind of doctor she went to?
Endocrinologist.
Oh wow.
But they're the ones that specialize in hormones. So
yeah, that makes. I mean, that makes sense. Endocrine. Yeah. Wow. And Mel, what doctor do you go to?
I just go to like the regular.
The regular one, right? See,
Yeah.
like the regular one here wouldn't even. I don't even think they would know.
Yep.
Yeah,
They don't.
Yeah, no. Well, I'm happy everyone's getting it situated. I know like the medicine they put me on was called metformin, and I know it affects stomachs a lot. Like the first few days I was on it, I was very, very nauseous. And then it kind of went away, but I know a lot of people don't use it, and some people do. Do you guys?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I used to when I was a kid, but then because of the symptom, like because of the nausea and everything, I also got a lot of headache. And then I decided to not to take it anymore.
And plus, you were young too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they started giving me the meds when I was like 12 already.
Oh wow, the medicine at 12?
Yeah, and it's like a lot.
Yeah, especially for a 12-year-old, you know.
That is a lot.
Did they give you? Was there anything else you could use?
No, they just gave me is it metformin? Yeah. Gave me that one, and then by 15 or 14, they started giving me the pills.
Which one?
How do you call it?
Birth control.
Birth control pills. Yeah.
Birth control. Yeah, a lot of doctors think that's the route to go, but they think you just.
She even gave me one that even would like get my testosterone level even higher.
Yep. Wow. That's exactly what they told me too.
And then when I started, it was a whole story. Like I'm still trying to get it straight. You know, I also want to go.
Everyone looks good, so just letting you know. But wow, but they gave you birth control that elevated it even more, your testosterone.
Yeah.
These people are useless, I
got my period, but the testosterone level.
Yeah, it's just funny how like our hormones are already imbalanced, and you recommend something that messes with your hormones. You know, like how does that make sense? You know. I don't know. That's wild. Everyone, that's what PCOS really is. We could talk about like the dieting real quick if you guys want. AJ?
Well, as far as dieting, there's no like specific like recommendation because PCOS is very individualized. Like everyone's different. Sherelle, you're different. Brittany's different. Mel, you're different. Like everyone, it really all depends on your lifestyles and your eating habits. It's basically just like exercise and like having like a balanced like diet. There's like as I said before, like there's definitely a lot more to learn about like PCOS. So that's pretty much it on our side.
There was this one girl Mel has shown me. She was like I think she's a dietitian, but a lot of people disagree with her. I've noticed too, but like it's weird. She's basically saying how if you're gluten and dairy free, that can help a lot with the PCOS. And she's had like testimonies, but like all the other dietitians and nutritionists say that's not guaranteed. And like there's no scientific proven fact that that's true. But there have been a lot of women who say when they went gluten and dairy free, like they've gotten pregnant or they've gotten their periods or lost more weight.
Yeah, I think it's because of the milk has a lot of hormones in it. And I think it's
we're not supposed to be drinking cow's milk.
Yeah, we're not even supposed.
It's not supposed to. It's not our milk.
It's not our milk, literally.
Facts. No, for real though.
I know the history of that. It's like for convenient purposes. Like back in the day, like it's like even today, like we go for like convenience. So like
exactly,
milk was really convenient. It was so easy to like take care of cows like in the farm. So
no, it makes sense.
The way to go to meet like children's like nutritional needs, so that's why.
Wait, do we really need milk?
I don't think we do.
There's like mixed. I'm still back and forth with it, honestly.
Yeah, I don't
think. Well, my opinion, you can like live without it.
Yeah, like I love cheese. Don't get me wrong, but I cut out cow's milk and all that. But yeah. I mean, I've been doing like some gluten and dairy free, but like not like max. I've definitely like cutting out like eating a lot of carbs or like white carbs and like sugars in general, because like You know, sugars are not only like candy and stuff like that, it's in your foods too. If you're having barbecue sauce and, you know, just little things like that, you just pinpoint and fix. But yeah, I mean, since I've gotten a doctor, a girl lost 18 pounds. Woo!
Wow.
But yeah, if you're watching this and you think someone you know or someone in your family might have PCOS, they might, like you said, Mel, or AJ, it was 1 in 10, right? 1 in 10 women have PCOS. Which I think I seen that too. Yeah, 1 in 10.
I've seen that.
Low key, very high.
And some people, like some women, like don't even know they have it too.
That's what's crazy to me. They're probably just thinking, you know, they have bad acne, so go to the dermatologist. You know, they're probably thinking, okay, I'm big. Or like, okay, I just can't get pregnant. Like, it's little things. Well, at least we're doing this video. Thank you guys for checking in with me, and I appreciate it. Shout out to AJ, y'all. AJ got a page too. AJ, what's the page?
It's Kanya AJ at
right there.
KAINNAJ.
Right, and then and then what's your page about?
It's just, it shares about like my passion, nutrition, and just like scientific, evidence-based information.
Yeah, so go there. You know, if you want to just make sure you got one body, one temple. You know, just make sure your insides are healthy. Exactly. Right. All right, but thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Boundaries. Don't have boundaries and you don't respect yourself, like it's gonna harm you. You feel me? There's so much room for problems and resentment. You're not even communicating, but you have these expectations, right? But how can a neighborhood be good?